Happy Thursday, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to pre-market update. If you watched my video yesterday, I was telling you we were here. I was telling you buy here. This is a no-brainer buy. Whoever did not watch my video missed out because this was a nice pump on Nasdaq, almost 2% high here. Bitcoin, same thing I said, buy in the buy zone. Green lines are where we buy, and look what happened from green lines to sell line, 4% pump when Bitcoin went from 94,000 to 98 and then dumped from red line again back to green line where we are right now around 2.6%. So in one day, 4% high, 2.6% down, 6.6% profit. Easy trades. Okay. You can see same thing on S&P 500. I told everybody to buy here. S&P 500 went from green buy zone, bounced around 1.17%. Dow Jones came again, same thing here, went from buy zone to the neutral zone, this white line, around 0.78% profit. And then this is Russell, it went below all the zones, it was the weakest, and then it bounced to the neutral zone as well. 2% profit on Russell as well. And I want to show you something. Give me a second. Here you go. And I want to show you what I did in Discord. I bought Tesla, and I made easy profits. I bought here on Friday, and you can see here on Friday, and I said this is in the buy zone, so I should be buying. Tesla went up almost 8% higher from my buy zone on Friday, but I took profit around 4% and I shared this with my members here. You can see here Tesla, out of Tesla 4% profit, 341.2 I got out. I bought here around 328, so less than 24 hours, 4% profit, and I was out. See, this is the kind of thing I'm sharing in Discord channel, and I every day I share what I'm buying and selling. We'll see how it goes. And guys, hit the like button if you like the content. We'll review the all the chart in the longer term and share this channel with friends and family. Okay, so this is a US 500 chart. You can see here right now we're looking at RSI. This is right in the middle. If it goes to green line, we buy. If it goes to red line, we sell. All right, so right now it's in the middle. If you're a bull, 64.17 is your target. And if you're a bear, 55.42 is in the target. Right now in the middle, it can go anywhere. So we'll keep an eye on that. In terms of cycle chart here, you can see this is SPX cycle chart looking for a decline, and that's what we got exactly to the dot. I'm looking for this bottom to form very soon and this declining to end, and then probably start a rally again on this rising cycle. So we'll see how that plays out, but so far it's working out good. There were gaps, they filled all the gaps yesterday. There were gap at the bottom, there were gap at the top. If I go to 1 hour chart, you can see we had a gap down. They've pump it up, fill this gap fully, and then this was gap up here, and this was a gap here, so they also fill that gap. So all the gaps are filled on Nasdaq. So there are, sorry, S&P 500. So there are no gaps in the short term. There's a huge gap here, but I don't know for that to happen. It really needs to go from here to around 3.4% down. For that to happen, something like Apple needs to really break down. I don't see that happening very soon. And Nasdaq, same thing here. Like if I go to 1 hour chart, Nasdaq also went on a gap down. You can see here it was a gap down. They pulled higher, filled this gap. This was a gap up here on this day, which is on Monday, gap up. They came and filled that gap. So there are no gaps near term. On Nasdaq, the gap is also all the way down here around 2760, and then this big election gap, that's quite a far away as well. So I don't see that happening very soon. And right now, futures on S&P 500 are kind of flat. 0.08%. Nasdaq are also flat, just hanging around where it closed on yesterday. This is Dow Jones, also futures are flat, and then this is Russell, a bit weaker, but now on greener side. If I go to the ETFs, DIA ETF, there's a gap up. The gap down is still not filled, so it could go fill that gap, or it's gonna break down, come back to bottom gaps. IWM tried to fill this gap yesterday, still did not fill it. Okay, so now it's going higher to fill this gap down gaps first, and then maybe it will decide later on to come back down. We'll see how it goes. Bitcoin again, just consolidating, and again, if it comes to this yellow box, that's an area to buy. 9 counts buy signal a couple of days ago, just holding here below all moving averages, just consolidating. We'll see if it comes to 90K, you can buy, and if that breaks, that's really bearish for Bitcoin because it's going to come all the way down to fill this gap around 77K. Ethereum also weak, just holding here after 9 counts buy signal, just consolidating. Ethereum chart, there's a gap around 2236, there's a gap, top gap around 3308. So right now in the middle, let's see which one gets filled first. We don't know. Hang Seng Index, massive rejection yesterday. Let's see if we can get by the dip. There's one gap also at the top around 2355. We'll see if that fills or not. We got 9 counts buy signal here on 14 Jan, and since that is just going higher, ripping higher. Bond market, massive sell-off yesterday. Now just trying to recover, backtest. TLT had multiple gaps. They filled multiple gaps here. Now there's also a gap up, multiple gaps up, one major gap down. We will see which way it goes. We don't know yet. Time will tell. Let's look at US oil. Down also again after there was a news from US president that they're gonna talk to Ukraine and Russia to end the war. So crude oil is going down. If you go to 1 hour chart, you can see here trying to make a double bottom. There is some divergence, new low, very oversold here. So looking for a bounce. We're getting some divergences here, new low, higher momentum on our RSI and PPO. We'll see if we get a breakout, and let's see if we can get final pump. Very bad close to CNQ and all the other oil miners. Very bad close. Not able to close above these red and yellow lines for some reason. Just getting declining. A lot of pressure here. XLE same thing here. There was a gap here. They did not fill. Probably they're going to fill it today. Then they will decide. And Suncor also had a nice. There was a gap up. They had to fill. So we'll see how oil miners are looking not good because of oil. Natural gas 9 count sell signal today we are getting. If we sell off, then we're going to come back to fill this gap. Seasonality wise, from mid-Feb to mid-March could be weaker period for natural gas, so keep that in mind. Gold extremely bullish by the dip. Came to test this green line and still going higher. But just remember, just be careful. It's very overbought. You can see light green background. You don't want to be buying gold here. Silver, just gonna follow gold. So just keep that in mind. Above all moving averages buy the dip. Copper, same thing here. Price above all moving averages. Very overbought. Short term. Sugar finally trying to go higher. It's gonna go probably left shoulder, right shoulder, and head, and now going higher. Wheat again very good, close above all the blue lines. That's what you want to see. Let's see if it can bounce now. Corn by the dip too. Um, Dollar little weaker, but again if it comes back to this green line, look to buy again. And the top resistance is here. Let's see dollar which way it goes based on the close. XOM was down heavily yesterday because of dividend and uh, massive gap down. Let's see if it can recover. Ambridge a beast again by the dip on Ambridge. We'll see. In terms of FANG stocks, NVDA was got rejected here on this red line 50 SMA. A deeper pullback will bring it all the way down, or it could be higher low and then keep going higher. We'll see. This big gap down, deep sea gap down can be filled at some point. Tesla was trying to recover. I was up at 5-6% one time, but then gave back a bit. Again, opening on a gap up. Let's see. It's going to probably chop around here and maybe try to fill top gaps. If not, then it can break down this major gap here around 252. But this is around a lot of, you can see last time we had a lot of consolidation. This is some support here. Maybe they will just chop around here for a while. Apple had a nice day here. Nice pull higher yesterday. If you want to really buy, Google could be a nice buy coming to this gap entry. We'll see if it's gonna fill that gap, or Microsoft is also a nice buy coming to nice support area here. We'll see which way it goes. And UNH again by the dip. We'll see when we can buy. And that's it for today. If there's any particular stock, let me know in the description, comment, and I'll take a look. This is VIX just consolidating below all moving averages. We'll see if is it going to break down, then SPX going higher. If it goes higher, there's also a gap. So both gaps will fill. I just don't know when. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Hit the like button on your way out, and I will talk to you later. Bye.